Up.
I know, and I don't want to be awake. It's all your fault. Stupid Denver Broncos. Stupid.
I think you wanted to pick your husband up.
I think you wanted to. There's other means of transportation if I just wanted to keep napping. But we've got to watch the dang Broncos.
The dang Broncos are
playing. And yes, Christy, it is lettuce. I told you this already. I couldn't find it.
I know you told it to me, but I was like kind of not sure if you were telling the truth.
What? I do a lot of things but lie. It's usually not one of them. It's too much work to keep up with it.
Well, it's okay because my drink, the ice part, like melted just enough that it's not at the bottom of the glass anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And when it did that, it like rose up out of the glass and scared the living daylight out of my dog. Because
your dog, what does Penny have to do with it?
She was like, the tree of rosemary came rising up in a way that she was like, oh God.
This is actually a pretty cool pic. I'm gonna take another one and send it because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I think that it works.
I mean, it's very cool. My rosemary is too big.
Your rosemary's taller than what the TikTok.
I know, but I didn't know how to keep it in the standing up. It was very difficult.
That's why you get lettuce.
That's why we do it with lettuce.
I'm trying to make sure it's actually quite difficult, so we're just gonna stick with what we got. Hi guys, welcome to Theology on the Rocks, where we're TikTok influencers.
Leah saw this drink
millennial style
on the TikToks and was like, "We're doing this upside down Christmas tree," and so we froze.
Yeah,
we froze plants into our glasses
with water.
Or
a clear combination of happy juice of your choice.
What is your clear alcohol?
Mine is, I had a seltzer of the non-alcoholic persuasion for some reason. And I just wanted to have a really sad day, apparently. Sad, flavorless day. And so I have that in the gin that you made me get once.
Made you get gin?
Yeah, Tanqueray, remember? I still have that bottle. It's going to shock no one that I still have that bottle.
I was like, when did I make you get gin? You got terrible gin is the problem.
Okay. Or gin is terrible to flip it on you.
No.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm just pointing it out as an example. At least this time I didn't use alcoholic seltzer with the tonic. That I have done before and was a terrible mistake. Don't do that. It's basically a gin and tonic.
It's basically, yeah.
It's fine. I realized a long time ago, I had a friend in Scotland. She's from Ireland. And when we would go through times where we were like, we shouldn't drink as much. We were like, we won't drink dark liquors or drinks. That was like our diet from drinking. And again, some of you may be sober out there. This is not me mocking it, but this was our like thing that was going to help us because we hated clear liquids so much that we were like, we won't drink as much if we do that. So that meant we drank like white wine instead of red wine, gross. And instead of like actual fun liquors, we had like gin and vodka. And unless you're 100 or 21, gin and vodka are not your friends.
No, gin and vodka are, I mean, that's, yeah, no. I, as we've discussed, I didn't start drinking gin until I moved to Scotland. But I do remember one time in college, one of my friends became obsessed with gin and tonics. But like the cheapest possible version. And just constantly was like, here, Christy, drink this Christmas tree drink I have. It was gross.
So he was the segue. That was a cat jumping on the wall, just in case you're wondering.
Mine is also gin. but it's less it's Scottish gin and club soda because I only have club soda at the moment. I just moved and life is a bit chaotic.
Yeah, you guys see this slightly unhinged demeanor that we put up. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that in the background?
No.
Okay. The foster kitty, yes, I have another cat, guys, that we found in the trash can. Well, y'all know this. Y'all heard the story. Is currently chasing my other cats around, and my other cats are just giving me looks like, what did you do to us? Why?
When does the foster kitty go to her new home?
She has to try out her new home. So she's got two potential options.
Okay.
With two of my friends. And there are barriers in both of those options. So primary option, and has expressed interest, has dogs. And so far she's not a fan.
She's not been great with dogs.
Just not a fan. Not into it. And we've had her since she was 1 week old, and we've pretty much immediately let her say zero. She loves the cats. Clearly obsessed with the cats to the point of like them being upset about it. And then, but dogs, not so much. And you can't really make that happen. I mean, if at 1 week old, I mean, we like read all the internet things and tried everything, and she'll still she's not like mad at him, but he's not really, he just wants cats to like him. It's
he wants so badly to have a cat friend.
He wants a little wrestle. He's not aggressive with them. He just wants to cuddle. And Beethoven and him do pretty well because they were both babies together.
Yeah.
This cat will absolutely take down a Christmas tree, but wants to have nothing to do with him sniffing her butt. She'll just like puff up twice her size. The second house, the obstacle is that there's a very old cat who is a bit particular because he's old and he's a cat, and that's a dangerous combo for being particular. So
you just inhaled a sprig of rosemary. Sorry.
It's okay. You know what I will say? So the answer to this is to be determined, but two good options.
Two good options for sure.
Two good friends. The thing in our friend group is we all love animals so much that our houses are really starting to max out. We're maxing out. Like the one friend who she's got her own dog, and then her roommate has a dog. She told me last night that they found another dog that was sleeping on their front porch. They've now taken him in.
Okay.
Which I find strange because dogs, you don't usually like just rock up on a dog the way you do a cat in a garbage.
No. And usually you have to find out, like, take it in to get chipped
She did. Yeah. Animal control came and got it and then did all of that. And actually this is a thing. If you do have an animal that shows up at your door, again, check your state to make sure, but at least in North Carolina, city of Charlotte, the animal control will take them and scan the chip, give them all of their initial shots, and neuter or spay them for free.
Oh, wow.
And now it is a kill shelter, so if you need to put your name down and like actively check up on the animal, and then after a holding period, like they put the pickup on the internet.
Yes, I know that this is true in Colorado as well.
Yeah,
is that you can be like, basically you're like you get first choice, but you have to keep up with it.
Yes. I did that with a cat once that I found in a parking lot. It's going to shock no one of my apartment. And actually what was really good is that this cat just walked in my door. I had my door open. It was pre me having cats. And we were on the first floor and the cat just walked in and started meowing. And I was like, oh, you found me. Hello. But, it was an apartment complex, put up flyers, took her to animal control and said, here's my name, blah, blah, blah. And she got picked up by her owners. They saw her pick.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dream, But yeah, I know Colorado does the same thing. I don't know what Florida does, but
I don't know either.
I would imagine nothing good.
Or Florida. Where you can't do anything that's morally sound. Animals.
It's real complicated to be an ethical human here.
I'm gonna say that actually this it's holding out, my lettuce.
Like,
it's still locked into that ice.
I honestly am a little jealous of your lettuce. as much as the rosemary would have been nice, it's just like falling apart into as it's unfreezing, and then it's like bits of it are
It tastes like rosemary
they're
too.
finding their way into my mouth, and
Yeah.
it's really unpleasant. So
Like you're eating a turkey and drinking a gin and tonic at the same time.
it's like when you were picking out the lettuce, that one drink, the mojito. What did
No,
we
it was. We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
Or it was the. I just poured a whole bunch of mint
The mint
from the
julep, that's what it
garden,
was, yeah.
but it was just like loose leaf mint into the drink.
Yeah. That's basically my rosemary is becoming loose leaf rosemary, and it
Ooh.
was so pretty initially, and now it's just it's fine. But the gin and club soda is delightful, so I'm a fan of this drink. I want to make it again, but I want to do it with like much shorter rosemary.
I think my lettuce. I should have sent you the TikTok. But I couldn't find it again. So,
I can never find a TikTok again. If I watch a TikTok,
yeah,
and then like later on, I'm like, I want to see this again. Not even the slightest idea how to find it.
Beethoven. I had to go into the room because there's a Christmas tree, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Beethoven, and he can't hear me, so there's no point.
Yeah,
what are you doing? Okay, goodbye. Go tree. I know it's a lot. Trust me. On this one, it's on me. It's on me. This one's on me.
Leah's Christmas tree is on a table and is surrounded by a white little fence.
I'll
take the cats away. We'll put a picture up. It's the most hilarious every year. I'm like cracking up because just surrounded by cats. Like, how do we get to it though?
I know, and I have a long range spray bottle. So like I sit on my couch and I just will turn around and just spray. I'm like Goldeneye. Spray bottle. And it's water. And you know what? I'm fine with it. Some people are like, no, don't spray them. It doesn't help. You know what it does? It gets them off the damn tree.
Yeah. You know what? My brother mixes the water with a tiny bit of vinegar.
Oh, I bet they really hate that.
But he has dogs. They decided they wanted bird dogs.
Oh, I've seen that dog.
I don't remember what exactly kind. There's some kind of bird hunting dogs that he's trying to train so that he can actually take them, but like he's a whaley, so it's a little bit half-assed, but so he got the first one, Lola, and he got her right when you can, 8 weeks or whatever it is, and
yeah,
she was a lot. She still is, and she's big, and she just
is that the one that you were babysitting?
Yes, I would dog sit for her when I was still in Colorado, and she had this pig.
Oh my god,
squeaky toy, and it was constant. It was
funny because it's like when people have kids, like you don't hear things anymore. Christy would like send me pillows and stuff, and that all I could hear was that freaking pig in the back. It's like, and I was like, I just pulled her back. I was like, Christy, I'm sure you had a lot to say, but all I can hear is that pig. And then guess what toy, Stuart? Fast forward to me.
It was the most amazing day of my life when that pig showed up in your house. I was like, yes.
Yeah, that pig lasted, though, I will say. I have a German Shepherd pit bull mix. It lasted maybe 3 hours.
I truly don't understand how that pig lasted so long.
Zero chewed through that like it was butter.
They decided that Lola needed a friend, so they got another dog who's the exact same age, but they got her like 6 months later. And she's also a bird hunting dog, but a slightly different kind.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is Remy. And apparently Remy has like a very, like, she's like naturally gifted for this bird hunting thing. So whenever they take them out, she like knows what she's doing. And Lola is just like a hot mess.
Where's my pig?
She's like, where's my pig? I want my pig back.
I know. I would say, oh my gosh, I can't believe people do that. And I'm just surrounded by cats right now. So I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
But I would not get another dog. Christina's like,
dogs are something else. Leah, does your dog have a comfort item?
Oh my gosh. We have this friend who's like, I mean, honestly, Christy, I'm going to put you in this category too, because there's two different kinds of dog owners.
There are.
Remember when we talked about poop all the time, and now we're just talking about dogs and cats? It's fine. But like my dog is very sweet, and he has all the genetics to be incredibly smart. And he's a little obsessive, and he does remember things, but there is not a lot of complex feelings going on in Zero's mind.
No.
Zero mostly wants to run.
Yeah.
And if you give him the opportunity to run, he's fine. And if you tell him he's a very good boy, you know, he's like, oh, yay. She
like,
said I'm a good boy.
Yes.
So I don't even have to use a spray bottle on him, because I'll just be like, Zero. And he's like, oh, God. But that's as far as it goes. Penny and Maisie, who are the two dogs of my friends, they're just a ball of feelings.
So many feelings and such tiny bodies.
And I don't know if it's because of like a gendered thing.
No, it's definitely their breeds. They're two dog breeds that are like just supposed to be a lot of feelings. And I think
Penny is like a
Penny is a rescue. So she's a Chihuahua something. We don't know exactly, but
Paloma Faith is what I want to call it. But it's a dog with the big ears.
She's Papillon.
There we go.
Papillon. Probably some stuff in there. But like she's a rescue. She's just every emotion is felt at an extreme, and she has all of the emotions. And a lot of them simultaneously. Like she'll be kind of simultaneously excited and nervous and happy and sad. And you're just like, what is going on? Maisie is a doodle. She's
also a mutt.
So she's also a mutt. but specifically because poodles are super, super smart. But when you breed them with another dog, what ends up happening is that you get all of the like smartness of the poodle combined with like high anxiety or craziness. And so
for all you golden doodles out there in Charlotte, the potential golden doodle owners.
Look, I love dogs so much, and I've had a poodle mix, but she was before this craze. But like doodles, it's not a breed, it's a mutt, and you're getting a shit show of a dog. And they're very cute, but they are not stable. It just a lot of emotions. So she has Maisie and Penny both have a lot of stuff that has to come with them when they go places.
So the background was a friend of ours was like, yeah, like she had to bring a whole bag because her dog was going out. And I'm like, when my dog goes out, I bring bags and dinner if it's dinner time, and maybe a toy. But that's like it's gonna be like a bone, not like a koala bear or something, because he would eat that in like, again, 2 seconds. So he has all these like industrial strength. Like
my last dog, Lizzie, had a lot more stuff that would go, because Lizzie did not like to leave the house. Like she was a homebody for sure, and so I would have to bring like a blanket and then a water bowl. And I would bring whatever her favorite toy of the week was and a chew bone so that she could chew on something if she got nervous. And then sometimes a little carrier kennel or something. But she was a lot more work. Penny, it's really like...
Most of the breweries we go to already have bowls. So yeah. I don't have to like... And I mean, I would be funny and be like, oh, you can't drink out of that bowl, but he goes to daycare. He's already slobbering all over everybody. So
Penny mostly just needs like
me and being attached to you
and a blanket. Penny, if a blanket is already there, like if I go to somebody's house, I'm like, can I borrow a blanket? Because Penny is also like a parrot, and so if she gets nervous, you just put the blanket over her and then she goes to sleep.
She does. It's shocking. If I put a blanket over Zero's head, he would thrash like he was at a heavy metal concert.
In fact, right at this very moment, Penny is underneath the blanket sleeping.
So I mean, I think, but our friend was like, there's like emotional like support elements that had to come out, and it was like a calming blanket, center blanket.
Oh yeah.
let them go.
To sit and calm down on a blanket.
My dog doesn't even have a blanket or a bed in his crate. Now, those of you who think I'm a terrible human, hold on.
I was about to be like, why?
We have put, Christy, no less than 5 beds of various persuasions, of various toughness. He eats them in no less than 2 days.
Oh no.
He'll just chew them
well,
apart.
And that's bad because if he swallows that, it can get real dicey.
I know. And I don't want that in my life either.
Nope.
We put a blanket that was supposed to be indestructible because we were like, okay, beds don't work, blanket. He ate that in 1.5 days. And by eat, I mean just shreds.
Yeah.
To the point that it has lost its blanketness.
Yeah.
It is just shreds
it's
of
no
fabric.
longer serving its purpose.
He doesn't necessarily eat the stuff, thank God. But like he'll shred it and it's just like, and then he'll put it in a little corner and I'll come in and it's like shreds of fabric. He's like, ooh, I did that. Look at me. And I'm like, cool. $1 million later. So, listeners, if you have a bed that your crazy chewer dog has not chewed, please let me know. And I will try to save up for it because they are not cheap.
They are not cheap now.
My tree is looking a lot like seaweed right now.
That makes sense. It is,
but it's holding fast. It's still holding.
That's good.
So.
That's good. Well, Leah,
welcome to Theology on the Rocks.
Welcome to Theology on the Rocks, where we talk about not theology.
Cats.
No, it's also though. I do want to give a thank you to all of our respondents in our various polls because I feel slightly vindicated by some of them.
I mean, the one that I care the most, there's 2 one of them people are just wrong, and that's fine. Like, it's okay. Georgia's not even in the playoffs.
Georgia's not in the playoffs, Leah.
Why'd you put it as an option?
Because I didn't want to put Michigan. I said
I'm going to assume they were confused by that.
I was like, I don't want Michigan to be in there. I don't believe they should be. So I just
realistically, who is going to think, y'all, Washington's not going to win? I'm sorry. I have nothing against Washington, even though East Coast, West Coast. Nothing against them.
No, West Coast, West
Coast. Yeah, sure.
That's how it names.
Yeah, cool. Let's take a look at that bracket and see if that agrees. But anyway, so I make me all the coffee. I'm here for it, whatever. But I will say they're not going to win. It's not going to happen.
We can hope. Yeah.
I mean, sure, you can hope on a lot of things, but it's the least likely in my mind to happen. So we got a lot of hopers out there.
We got a lot of hopers, yes. Well, I think that fits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want Alabama to win ever. I'm rooting for
what was the other one you felt passionate about?
College football. Yeah, clearly better. I mean, it just means more. Everybody knows that. And then I'm just saying.
This is my life. You guys, every single day, Leah texts me. It just means more.
It just means more.
I have become. It's like one of those like.
What if Ohio decides they want to join the SEC? It's not outside the realm of possibility.
Of course Ohio would want to because they want to be the South so badly. But like,
also, I don't even think there's going to be conferences soon. So
no, because they don't make any sense anymore.
They're all moving to like y'all in the Big Ten and us in the SEC, and then like everyone else is just like, I don't know. So then there'll be like 2 conferences. So we'll be like the NFL at that stage. Yeah. And they're the middle and the South. And that's
the middle and the South.
Everyone gets to play. Everyone else doesn't get to play. The other one was that Maroon 5 has no good albums. I was happy that it got what it got. Because you put more of a diplomatic thing of like, they had like.
Songs About Jane, I say, is their only good album.
I let Stuart take that quiz last night when I got home from my Christmas party / do if you're British with my friends in my book group / wine group, and I said, I'm not going to tell you what to answer, so you just go through it and answer. And he did, and he was one of the ones that put it was one of the good albums.
It's their only good album. It's
Let me tell you, I looked on the Instagram and I saw that he put that, and I just stared at him, and I was like, and he was like, "What? Which one?" And I was like, "You know what? I'm not gonna go into it. I've been drinking too much wine. I'm not gonna go into it." But I let him answer of his own accord. So anyway, but I was happy that there was no like middle ground. It was either like you liked one album of theirs, which is sad.
Yeah, I was happy that none of our followers are like diehard Maroon 5 fans, because that's
Who is a diehard Maroon 5 fan?
I would imagine they have them.
I don't know who. Or if please let us know if you are. Like if
If
they
you
showed up
know
to
of
a
a
bar,
diehard Maroon 5 fan, will you please tell us about what they're like as a person? Because
well, that one guy is kind of whatever, isn't he? Adam Levine. Is that Maroon
Adam
5?
Levine,
Adam Levine?
Adam Levine,
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
Yeah. But
So
also,
Maroon 5, when Songs About Jane came out, I was in college, and they came and played at our university in this like tiny ballroom that we had.
I mean, that
And
makes sense.
so we were like 5 feet away from Adam Levine. And at the time, like everybody was, oh my God, he's so hot, blah, blah. And I remember I was watching and I was like, he kind of gives off extremely serial killer vibe
Yeah, 100%.
things. But I will say my favorite moment of that concert was that somebody threw their underwear at him.
Oh.
And
Which part? The bottom or the top?
bottom part, yeah.
Oh.
But it hit him, and he had this like horrified, disgusted look on his face, and then he just kind of like kicked them away and then went, "Don't do that." And I was like,
Whoa.
good job. Like,
I mean,
stop throwing your underwear at people. It's a very weird and gross.
I don't know where that started, and
I don't either, but it's weird.
It's super weird. And I mean, I think that's probably like with Coldplay when they came out with Yellow or whatever that album was.
Yeah.
I was in college and it was all kind of acoustic and folky sounding.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, and now they come out, they're like U2 Light or whatever.
They are
And I'm like,
I
eh.
like the first album. See, this is what I'm saying though. Is like the first album. It was
I just don't think a lot of people share your
It still had a kind of like indie rock vibe to it. And then they went very like hard into being like a weird pop rock band, and it's terrible. So
yeah, I remember seeing the video where they're playing at someone's wedding, all these weddings as a surprise, and the bride and groom looked so excited. And I thought, if that was me at my wedding and Maroon 5 was there, I would, like, if they filmed it, I'd be like, what is happening? Why are they, we didn't invite, are they going to eat food? We didn't invite them. And it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I might have reacted that way.
I could see you reacting that way.
I would
You're
be
like, wait, I don't want this.
First of all, I wouldn't recognize any of them except the one guy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't know who any of the other members are.
And I think I was so wound up at that point that I would be like, this is not what the plan was. Like, I would just start, like,
I mean, messing with brides is a bad idea, I have found.
I think that's a tough call on your, we are already on the edge.
Yeah.
I can tell you. And, like, if you, and my mom would have, oh my gosh. First of all, she wouldn't have known who they were. And then she'd be like, are these your friends?
Are these your friends?
This was not on the list of things.
Are you friends with these unwashed boys?
I know they're not eating dinner because we did not budget for that. Like, they are not, I mean, it would have been, because the plates at a wedding are so stupid. They're like $100 or
They're
something.
So expensive. I know.
And I could just see her being like, there's 5 of them. There's no way.
Oh my gosh. I have to tell you though, one of my friends from grad school just got married, and I just thought, we're not like, I think her and her wife live in Chicago, I think. I think. And we're not like super in touch, but we're friends on Facebook. I saw the pictures. They had the most cool looking wedding. They had drag queens there. They were like singing and like passing out plates at dinner and stuff. It looked like the most fun wedding. I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, this is what I tell people in my sage advice. You can do it any which way you want it. But like I went full Southern, as they say.
You did, yeah.
The big ass dress. I had the columns. I did put my foot down on, we can't have it my mom was like, I want those white columns. And I was like, we can't have it at
At a
a plantation.
No.
I was like, no, because
plan.
those are kind of like castles in Scotland down here.
Yeah.
Just get yourself a plantation house. I was like, we can find columns somewhere else, and we did. So,
Yeah.
but that was that was the firm no. Her firm no was it couldn't be in a barn. I was like, okay, because that's like a big trend at the minute. But
Oh yeah.
anyway, yeah. So I had no. I mean, I didn't pay for it, so
Yeah.
I didn't really do it.
Sometimes.
And I will say it was the one day that you could be like extra, and I don't lean into extraness at all. And so I kind of liked that I had a ton of makeup and big hair and a big dress, because it was just like, this will never happen again. Like, this is my one and done. And
yeah.
so far, so good. And even if I did get married again, I would just like, I would.
Yeah. I mean, elope somewhere.
Or I get one of my millions of ordained friends. Just be like, I'd get you up, and then I'd get Kevin to come. And
it's like a really easy thing in our line of work to be like, I want to get married. Let me just call up one of the 17 people I know who could marry me. But simultaneously difficult when you actually want to plan it. And you're like, which of these 17 people do I ask to marry me? There's too many. Like at this moment, I don't know if I was going to get married. I don't know who I would have do it, because I know too many people.
Me. Excuse. Pardon moi.
Like, you can't be a bridesmaid and the officiant.
Yes, you can, because I've done it twice. Twice I've done it, Christy. Twice. I even wore the dress for one of them.
That is, well,
I mean, that's a sweet, sweet thought that you had to placate me, but you can in fact be, you can in fact be both. So,
I have nothing then.
I know. However, we've talked about this. I wouldn't get mad. So, but you talked to me about it. Like, I think if you just were like, you don't get to even go,
you can't even be there.
I would be like, well, okay.
Oh, one time I had a friend get married. She did not invite anyone. It was like immediate family only. And then her mom called me and was like, you need to throw her a bridal shower. And I was like, I don't think the people who aren't invited to the wedding are supposed to throw the bridal shower.
Oh, and who's going to give... what she was saying is this girl needs some startup prezzies.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have any. I mean,
and no one's coming to the wedding, so you have to throw her a bridal shower. And I was like, I don't think this is how it works.
This is part of the wedding, is that you want that sweet, sweet startup presents, because they are very helpful. We got a lot of stuff.
I need some new pots and pans.
Yeah, or just like, we even did, like, if you wanted to give money, which my mother was like, I don't like that. But I was like, look, we're going on a honeymoon to Costa Rica. If you want to give money, you can. So, but
I had every intention of registering when I graduated from my PhD.
Mm-hmm.
I had it all planned out, but because I graduated and had to go to Scotland to get all of my stuff, and then was immediately moving to Florida for a job, I didn't have time to go out and like do all of the things and then have the party with the registered gifts. And I was so mad about it.
It's a pretty sweet
my
time
shot at getting those sweet, sweet bridal gifts.
I'm telling you. Zola, we use, I mean, they're not sponsoring us or anything, but it's a website, and it's a way to do kind of the money thing in a less like tacky way, as some would say. Because it's like, you put like for honeymoon, for this excursion on a honeymoon. So one thing someone bought us was like the actual excursion to go to like a volcano in Costa Rica.
Oh, that's
it was cool. It was like a couple $100 or whatever.
Yeah.
So they can buy certain specific things. So it's not just like, here's a check for whatever. So and then you can also add stuff like your pots and pans or whatever you want to. Anyway, Christy, how about we talk about theology?
Yeah, we should. We can tell she and I haven't today.
We haven't talked to each other in a while. And what I was gonna say in the beginning is we've been teetering on the brink. Like,
both of us are on edge.
We're on, yes. For sure. Drink is the best thing that's happened, and us being able to talk to you adjacently.
Yes.
It's the best thing that's happened. I got 2 COVID shots. No, I did
No,
not.
you got the COVID shot and the flu shot.
That's right. At the same time on Wednesday, and it took me down.
Yeah.
Down.
It was in rough shape. And
Christy was moving it by herself,
I
which is truly the 7th layer of hell.
is
If
I
not the
will
first
never do
one.
this again. I like honestly moving by yourself is like the epitome of understanding why we need community. Like being like, oh wait, I cannot live on my own.
Yeah.
But
And I was
I'm in. Everything is here.
And you're completely out of the old place.
I'm completely out of the old place. There's not even anything in my car anymore. I brought everything in.
Nice.
It's chaos. But
yeah, but it's under a roof.
It's under a roof, and it's under the correct roof.
Yeah, it was getting a little dicey there.
It was that last apartment. My cleaning lady today, because
full.
I had to hire a professional cleaning person. And so she came. She was very, very nice. But we were chatting, and she was like, yeah, this place does not look nice. And when I was pulling up, I considered not coming in. And I was like, oh my God.
No. I mean, I think your apartment was.
I know. I was like,
bad.
It's not that bad.
It looked older, but it wasn't
old,
like.
But like.
It didn't make me feel like I stayed there all the time.
I mean, I always felt very safe there. It was not, but there were a few times that I was like, maybe I should be more concerned about where I'm living.
I mean, it was cement, like breeze blocks, so I think you're good. But yes, I'm very happy you moved to a new place. And then I went out for my Christmas party last night, and we're just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
Every part of me is upset. My stomach is upset. My head is upset. My whole, it hits different when you're 40. It really does.
It really does.
And like the thing too is I could have handled one thing, but then like I was like, oh no, my stomach's gonna stop working. Okay, cool. Now it's just like a total shutdown.
Yeah.
And I do think it's my body being like, you stuck me with these diseases, and then you took me out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what 20-year-old Leo would do that. Why not? 0 out of 10 recommend. So, but we're here.
We're here, and we wanted to talk to you guys about something very important and special, and that is Leah's not next book, but the next one after that, right?
I mean, it may be my next one if I can't finish this one. So, who knows?
It's an upcoming book that Leah.
It is. It's second, and it's also second in the pipeline right now.
It's your what you presented at AAR this year.
Yeah. So we decided to talk about AAR. Before I start with the book, though, was there any general feelings? I actually contemplated this, that I think San Antonio may be my favorite venue so far.
San Antonio is an excellent
venue. Which is
venue.
shocking.
I know. You were really hesitant, and
well, it's Texas.
I mean, it is, and that's a very reasonable thing to be hesitant about. But like, I went a few years ago, and I really liked San Antonio for AAR. It's very like
it's condensed.
It's condensed. It's right there. You can easily walk around, as we did. Even if you
easily
get lost
is a
repeatedly. You're still in the general region.
There was only like 3 places, and we somehow, having nothing to do with booze, got lost all
constantly. Yeah, stone cold sober in the middle of the day, just could not figure out where we were going. But
got layers to it.
Yeah, because like you're on the top or you're down by the Riverwalk, and it got confusing. But I really like the venue. I like the conference center itself. I think it's set up well.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
not cold. It wasn't cold. It wasn't. It didn't. No offense to Denver or Boston, but my God.
That's fair. Yeah. And I enjoyed our hotel. We stayed at the Davy Crockett, and we did very lovely.
It was really nice. And I thought, it looked very Texas, like it wasn't too shiny. It was a lot of wood paneling and a lot of pioneer quotes.
There were a lot of pioneer quotes, a lot of information about Davy Crockett.
Mm-hmm. We saw
antlers.
A comedian that we don't have to name that was staying at the same hotel that has recently gotten into a bit of trouble.
We saw a recent comedian who
and I had no idea who
isn't funny at all.
Yeah, he wasn't funny at all.
He walked in. I was facing the door, and
Yeah.
you walked in, and Leah
I was like, I don't know who that man is.
Leah and I had a pact that, like, there are a few people we didn't want
Oh,
to
yeah.
mess with AAR, and she immediately thought one of those people was walking in
I was
because,
getting up
like,
from, we were at the bar. I was getting up. I was like, all right, we got to go. We got to get
we
out.
have to run.
Because she gave me the look of like, oh gosh, I know this person. And I was like, well, that's the sign. Yeah, the key with your friends is you have to have really good eye contact
Yeah.
and know what it means. And she gave me the like, I know this person sign. And I was like, all right, well, my queso hasn't come yet, but we are getting out of here.
We are getting out of here. No, we didn't have to leave. I
No,
tried to get a sneaky picture, but I was wildly unsuccessful. So
it was just yeah. I mean, but also I didn't know that I'd never, and I wasn't trying to be cool. Like when she showed me, I was like, oh, I probably should know who this person is, but I just never heard of them before. Like,
it was, I think, literally like the night before was the night that he got, like, all the stuff came out about his Netflix special.
Yeah.
Our Uber driver told us about it.
Oh, that's right. Amongst
because we
other,
told him, and he was like, "What? He's here?"
yeah, he was.
And
He
then
had
he was
played it.
telling us all this
He had
stuff,
been
and we
in,
were like,
yeah.
"Oh."
Our Uber driver was great on the way back because he just had he was a storyteller too.
He was,
And
yeah.
he was just talking about like eating steak at Kiss concerts because he had a friend that worked.
He was backstage at the Kiss concert eating steak.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, his daughter was like at the concert, not knowing what was happening or something. I don't know. Oh goodness, but yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
I
But yeah, it
like
was a good
Sarah.
AAR.
Yeah,
The Scottish reception was very fun.
from what I remember, it was okay. I was like it's funny because I definitely can be like an emotional drinker, and I was emotionally drinking because Stuart had just gotten back, and that's not an excuse for anything, but he just gotten back like the day before I left, to the point that Christy was like, if you don't want to go to this, you don't have to go.
Yeah, no, I really didn't know if we were gonna go.
Yeah, and I just was like, yeah, I don't know. And I mean, and because I didn't have a car, I drank a lot of red wine and then talked to people. I taught at Glasgow and Edinburgh, and so I knew a lot of people there, but for some reason, this is what I do a lot of times when I drink. When I drink heavily, I think to myself, I have to talk to the most sober, important person in this room. And I don't know why. I don't know why.
Do you feel like it's a way that you're trying to prove that you can, like, even if you're drunk, you can still do the thing?
You know, honestly, I like to think that was the reason, but I think it's more that I want to mess with them. And I feel like emboldened to mess with them. So I found, so I kept telling Christy, I will go talk to this person. And she was just like, oh, I don't know if you should. And so I remember some of it, and then like, I don't know, I talked to people, I guess, and then Christy very thankfully herded me out the door, and then we have tons of pictures of us at the Alamo.
Lots of pictures, none of which will be posted.
No, they were bad because my teeth were bright red. And but the next day I walked into the book hall, and I saw Sir Reverend Doctor. I actually think he's very reverend. Sir Very Reverend Dr. David Ferguson, who was head of divinity at Edinburgh and also chaplain to the Queen of England in Scotland. And he goes, oh, hey, how are you feeling? And I went, oh, no. I worked with him for 3 years at Edinburgh. And I go, oh, no. I picked you. I talked to you. I said, David, I was wasted. He goes, I know.
I know.
I was like, fantastic. Yeah. And he goes, how you feel? And I was like, it's okay. It was better before you said how you feeling first off. He said you just came up and started messing with me, and I think because he's at Cambridge now, and I think I was like, oh, la-ti-da. So that's really my go-to. I'm not mean. I'm just like taking the piss left, right, and center. And I just was like, well, hope the next time I see it, it's not me. I was like in my pajamas or something. Georgia sweatshirt. It was the last day of the conference. I basically
We only went to that day. The only reason we went to
was
the
to get
conference
books.
was to get books.
Yeah.
Which
I think he was the first person I saw.
I just have to say, I got a few books. I'm very excited about them. However, the book I really wanted to get was
Bad Theology, Oppression in the Name of God.
Yes. Except that I already own that. And they sold out, so I couldn't.
Oh my God. Go for it. This is the only thing that made my hangover better.
But I went to, it was Whip and Stock, and I wanted to get this book. And remember, they were like,
oh yeah,
we aren't selling them here. You have to go online and buy them unless you're here the last day of the conference, and then we give them away for free. And I was like, no, because we were leaving.
Yeah, it was the only booth I think that had just like literally one copy. And
yeah, they just have one copy of each book. So lesson learned: always stay till the last day, because then you can get free with the stock books.
But I think you had to register.
You have to like put your name in it. You have to like.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was gonna that, but the book I wanted had not been taken yet, and so he was gonna be like, you can have it. But I was leaving the day before. However, let me just tell you, Leah, I forgot to buy it. And now I've forgotten what book it is.
It might be for the best. If it was that easily lost, then it wasn't yours. It wasn't yours to begin with.
It's all the moving. I was like, I was supposed to get something. And then it hit me. And I was like, oh no. And now for the life of me, I can't remember what book. So I'm going to have to just go through. But the conference discount is over.
Oh, Ozzy? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, God, Christy. Oh, God. She's really small. She's in with the presence. I can't snipe her as well. She's literally in the presence.
Right? She's in the presence.
Yeah, she's inside of them. Okay, goodbye. It's a real battle with cats and trees. They're just like, mission accepted. My favorite moment of the whole conference, Christy can tell you, if I wasn't so much in pain, was being dressed like, so people tend to dress up at AAR like professionals. The last day I had a Georgia sweatshirt on and yoga pants when we went because she was like, we're just going to the book thing.
Yeah.
So of course I saw everyone.
Of course, yeah.
Including, Sir Dr. Very Rev. And but we went up to, because WJK distributes my book. Westminster John Knox Press distributes my book in the U.S. So SCM is a British company who published my book, but they share space with WJK. Yeah. So we were standing there, and Christy heard, I kind of heard someone say, I got to get the Bad Theology book. And it was this very well-dressed person.
It was, there were 3 guys, and one of them was like, I came here to get the Bad Theology book. Yesterday it was over here.
And then he went to get it, and it was the last copy. It was funny because he went past me and didn't even look at me, which honestly, folks, I mean, I wouldn't have looked at me either.
Yeah. Well, and you never know who the authors are. It's not like we're famous or anything.
No, we're not famous at all.
You could be standing next to that person. I have no idea what Shelley Rambo looks like, if I'm being honest.
Oh no.
I would have no idea if she was standing next to me and I was buying her books, but
I sold out at AAR and he got the last copy, and I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, and as you should be.
Yeah,
it was very cool.
So yeah, overall it was fun. Had a good time. I did some stuff too, business stuff, and did my paper, and then just went mental sauce, and then left Texas as
we celebrated your first paper well. So tell us what your first paper was about.
Yeah, so this is right after my first paper, which apparently I yelled at everyone there who didn't go to my paper. Christy told me at the Scottish reception, which is, I stand by, honestly. I don't become a different person. I'm still me. I'm just louder. So my paper was, we've talked about the running joke that I had never had a paper accepted at AAR, and my paper till now this year, the Gay Men and Religion unit. So AAR is divided up into different kind of program units, and it's just basically different areas of interest. And there's everything. I mean, there's systematic theology, there's practical theology, which you thought you would think, but nope.
No.
And then there's sort of more, honestly, niche ones, I would say, like hip hop and religion.
Theology. There's I mean, there's all sorts. There's animals and religion. There's
Oh yeah.
Every religion is represented, so you can go to if you want to listen to
and there's
the
like
latest in Jainism or
there's like
what have you.
15 papers every like going on at the same time. It's a lot. It's a huge conference. So I got a paper in Aussie. Oh, it's on spray, like a big spray. I did the Gay Men in Religion group, and it was amazing, and it was everything that I had thought.
It was
It was a really lovely group. I was talking to my friend Anne about it after, and she was like, I'm going to go to that every year. I don't know if I told you that, but we were in an AAR Southeast meeting, and she was like, I really liked that group.
It was really great. All the papers were very good.
And they were interesting papers.
Very interesting papers.
This guy had found this like archival story of these two guys that were in this, was it like an orphanage or something?
It was a boarding school.
A boarding
school. And they were like 12 or 13, and they performed this very elaborate wedding ceremony to marry each other, but they also had a third person in this that they called their son. It was a very interesting story.
It was, and he just found it. He wasn't even looking for it. And he was at Elon. Shout out to the North Carolina universities. And there was other ones. A lot of our stuff really focused on history, I think. Yeah. And giving like a history of religion, gay men and religion, essentially. So it seemed to be very focused on that, because there was the first person gave a paper on this group that was in the U.S. And anyway, so my paper was about the conversion therapy. The anti-gay movement is what it's called, but focused on conversion therapy. I will say, I thought it was 20 minutes. It was only 15. Guys, this is something you're going to have to deal with if you get papers. You're just going to have to decide what
to cut.
I lost probably like 50 years worth of information, because he was like, you have 2 minutes. And I was like, I haven't even got to the theology part yet. So then I just put it on the screen. I was like, here, you guys can see how this is bad theology, when the paper would have explained it to you. But anyway, you learn to kind of pivot with that. But so my paper was on bad theology, and which is my book, and my criteria and how it relates to this anti-gay movement that took place predominantly, I would say, in the 90s, early 2000s. So the sort of height of those purity movements things too, it was sort of operating alongside that. But really traced it back to the 70s and the 80s, and like the Reagan era, where churches were starting to go independent so that they could really hammer down on some social issues that they didn't like. Yeah. And so some of those churches hammered down on the LGBT community, and they started doing these practices called conversion therapy, where through a variety of methods, they essentially tried to use theology to, quote, deprogram people out of being gay. Yeah. Which
is terrible.
Is terrible, and also caused a lot of people to take their own lives, and also to be permanently damaged by it. So there's two books that came out. The Miseducation of Cameron Post is one. And then, what is that other one? Boy Erased. And that is a movie that came out with Nicole Kidman. Yeah. And so both of those came out, and they really discuss the history of, they're both to some degree, I think. I'm not sure about Cameron Post. I haven't read that one, but I think they're not autoethnography. What is it? Autobiographies.
Autobiographies, yeah.
Yeah, Boy Erased stuff.
I always forget autobiographies because I'm so like autoethnography.
Me too. I went straight to autoethnography.
I'm like, wait, what is the other thing that people do more often?
The Jen has had. We should have ended with the dogs and started with this, but so I talked about that, and So it was a big movement, in the U.S. It was globally, but I'm talking about the U.S. specifically. And I'm
Yeah.
doing a book on this that's going to be an ethnography where I'm going to interview people who have survived it, and I'm going to look into archives of folks who maybe have passed away or didn't survive it.
Yeah.
Jack McIntyre is a really famous. He brought it's sort of like Matthew Shepard. Whenever
Okay.
Matthew Shepard got killed in
Yes.
Texas, and it
Yeah.
really put a spotlight on something that had been going on for a very long time, and put a face to it. Jack McIntyre kind of he committed suicide, unfortunately, very tragically, but he left a lot of writings behind, or some writings behind. He left a
Okay.
note behind, and the note has become this sort of Matthew Shepard-esque stuff, because he says, I don't want to do this. And he's like sorry that he's doing it to
Yeah.
his parents, but he's like, I can't reconcile who I am with what God wants me to be. And so I don't know how to like live anymore
Yeah.
because of
That's just so sad.
that. Yeah. And so it just fits along with, the stuff that I've been doing, which is really trying to call out. Sorry, this is the COVID shot. I haven't talked this much in a while. Really trying to. I did sing last night as well because there was a band at the place we were at. I'm going to blame the shot, but it also could be singing Strawberry Wine at top pitch.
Strawberry wine. Oh, yes.
Yes, I did.
That's
yes, I did. And it was funny too because I have friends. Charlotte's sort of a melting pot of places, but my friend beside me is from Winston-Salem in North Carolina, and she and I just started going strawberry wine, like it just was real. And my friend Maggie, who's from Colorado, was like, "What happened to you two?" It was like we were transported.
You went Southern super quickly.
She was like, "Who are you?"
What?
And I was like, "That was fast." So anyway, yeah. So that was my paper, and it was just talking about. Well, it was supposed to, if I'd done the whole thing, was going to tell you the history and then kind of what I was doing. Yeah. It was pretty heavy on the history because he said I had 2 minutes, and I was like, "Oh yeah, and I'm doing a book about this, and if anyone wants to help me, that'd be great."
But you are doing a book about it.
I am, and I'm going to get stories. I'm going to tell the history too. That's going to be the first sort of 1/3, I would say, and then I want to get interviews, which can be anonymous. So if you know of anyone, I got one at that paper actually.
Yeah, that's great.
Who is willing to talk, and it can be completely anonymous. No one has to know. Yeah. I'll change. I don't feel ethically compromised to change state, location. I don't mind any of that. Yeah. It's mostly about wanting to get the stories of people who lived it, because I could do the book and just write about it and then put it out there and be like, okay, people need to know about this. But
I think that getting the stories is really powerful and important. So yeah, so we really wanted to do this podcast also for you to get some more volunteers.
I would love that.
So if you're interested, or if you have any questions or anything like that, we do have an email, and it is it's Christy and Leah at email.
Yeah, because Leah and Christy was taken apparently.
So
not that I put myself first.
Which you can just put in Christy and Leah, but also if you go into
at Gmail.
At Gmail, yeah. If you go into our link tree, which is it's on all of our podcasts in the About Me, you can get to our link trees. It's on our Instagram, it's on our Facebook, it's on our Twitter, it's on our Threads. So the link tree is everywhere. But the first link on that is our email. So just go ahead and shoot us an email, and Leah will be in contact with you.
And if you want to email me just separately, it's leah.robinson@williamwoods.edu. And if that's just if you don't want to go to Christy and I's email, of course we'll
if you don't want me to see it, which is fine, and I would not be offended. I'm not part of the project, so it's fine.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say that the angle, if it's not clear, that I'm taking is that this was evil practices that need to not take place anymore, and that most of the reasons that I write books are I've become I'm in a Lord. Did you go underwater?
She's having a moment of deciding to play.
Oh gosh, the feelings are coming out.
The feelings are happening. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's to just say that like I was always a social justice warrior, but I've sort of honed in now on this idea of exposing people who use theology for
purposes,
and justify it.
Which
And
is a really important thing to be doing, especially in our world today.
yeah, because I was like, well, if you're going to use theology to justify XYZ, I'm going to come back and have a conversation with you. And instead of being like, oh, you're an atheist, or you're not religious, or you're not educated, so you can't contradict me, I'm going to be like, no, I am. I'm a reverend doctor.
You're a reverend, like
here I go,
Yeah.
So that's sort of the hope, is that it's match for match, and I think it's been a little unevenly discussed, not just that subject, but a lot of subjects where people are like, well, you don't know anything about the Bible or theology or anything. And so that's the hope with bad theology, is to even up those discussions.
Sometimes I think it's helpful, especially because sometimes it is people who do know the Bible well but have left Christianity, which is a understandable thing to have happened, but sometimes it's also helpful to hear from somebody who's staying in it.
Oh yeah.
And who,
I mean, it's definitely a support,
committed,
for that, and to say, look, if you wanted to leave that institution that broke you, you do it. I get it. I was a woman in Southern Baptist Church that wanted to be a minister, and I had to leave, and I hate it, but it happened. And look, if you want to go and never come back, that's okay. But this is to show you that they don't own God.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't own religion and Christianity.
And they are not the only Christians out there.
Exactly.
They don't even represent a majority of Christianity. The majority of Christianity is outside of these
100%. And
people.
So. And the loudest voices sometimes get heard, like my voice last night, clearly. But I'm trying to get louder.
Yeah.
I think that's my thing is that
I think that's important.
Yeah. So because you often only hear sort of one perspective, loud voices. And so I'm ready to be a bit louder. I think we need to, it's like that scene in Newsroom or whatever, where he's like, if Democrats are so freaking smart, I'm editing this, why did they lose so freaking often?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if, liberal Christians are so freaking smart, why don't we hear from them?
Yeah.
And we do. That is, and those
we do, but I do think,
but they're not on like CNN or
influencing
elections.
We get really inundated by the people who are being very loud, and usually that means that they're not nuanced. The conversations aren't actually productive. It's just yelling for yelling's sake.
Right.
And I think that sometimes it's helpful to just get more and more voices, because this is the problem, is like you can't match them for their loudness, because their loudness doesn't come with anything substantive,
And you can't match them with their history, because they have history on their side, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And not all of history.
Not all of it.
But a bulk of theological history leans towards a certain group.
Their kind of cultural grasp. Like they represent a large portion of the media, and kind of significant aspects of government. And so it does end up being the kind of Christianity you think is the only kind. And it's
I want to go back and say that I am not saying that people aren't doing good work. Like, I mean, I was surrounded at AAR by people who are, we saw Lynn Tonstad at a reception, and someone was like, "Are you going to introduce me?" And I was like, "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry," because to me she's like just a friend or whatever.
Yeah, it's a pal.
But she's done it. She's one of those people who's broken through that. And so, and not just that, there's other people too. But like, my Gen Adult brain is the first thing that came to mind. But it's like, I will say, I think we just need to do it, and
and like more voices, more conversations, more information. All of it is always helpful to combat the misinformation, the hatred.
It's
all
so overwhelming. The other side of things that I want to be overwhelming. I want to be overwhelming. I think I want to be Scottish Reception overwhelming, Kristen.
Leah, you can be Scottish Reception overwhelming.
I don't know that there's enough wine in the world to do that. But that's what I want to be. Okay.
You overwhelm people, and I will make weird men mad about forks. And And that is our contributions to.
And then you'll take me home. She messaged one of our friends, Myron. If you're listening, Myron. I saw the message because it's both of our Instagram. It was Theology on the Rocks. He messaged, he goes, "Where did y'all go?" And Christy was like, "I took Leah home." And he goes, "Probably for the best."
Well, we had to just leave. It was time.
And then I woke up the next morning.
There was no room for like saying goodbye to people at that point. It was like
you made the right.
We just gotta go.
We made the right decision.
Yeah.
I woke up in that terrible wake up time, and I just looked at my phone and I saw that Myron said that, and I was like, "Christy, what happened?" And then I just saw those two pictures that I described to Kevin of me and Joey, and then the guy from Harvard.
The guy from Harvard.
I was like, Harvard. Ooh.
I hope that he listens to this someday. And
I do too. I really do.
Like,
that man has been on my mind. It's all a blur, sir. I'm sorry.
So funny.
Oh. But yeah, so that was our AAR, and we did good. I think we were maybe going to record something, but we just didn't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was that.
But it was productive. Christy didn't do a paper this year, so
I did not on purpose, and I got to tell you, I think it's important. This is going to be the extreme opposite of Leah's experience at AAR. So
like, I'm giving so many papers.
I think it's important to take a year off every now and then.
Oh my God. Listen to her, guys. Listen to her. Listen.
I'm sorry. It's just, I feel like sometimes when I'm giving papers at AAR, or like you just get into that mode of like, oh, there's a conference, I'll give a paper. You know,
can you imagine if my paper was on the Monday after the Scottish reception? I just walk in and be like, guys, I don't know.
Like my paper was the night or the day after Scottish receptions last year, and yeah, it was horrible. But I mean, it was a great paper.
It was morning. It was like
it was
9 or 10
right in the morning. It was it was rough. But I just feel like sometimes I don't appreciate AAR the same way when I have a paper, because I'm like focused on that, and I'm probably still working on the paper because that's how we roll. And you know, like and by we I mean the entirety of academia. I don't just
100%. Yeah, not just us.
No one else has their papers ready.
If you fly, we all used to get the same flight from, like, most of Edinburgh goes to AAR, and we would all be on the same flight. You could just see people on their laptops.
You can just, like, if you're going to where AAR is around the same time and you just like look around, you can see who is going so easily. And part of it is because we all look so stressed out.
And nerdy
and very nerdy, but then also like, yeah, they're going to be on their laptops trying to write that paper. But
100%.
I knew that this was going to be, I had to finish my book, and I just knew this year was going to be a little bit much, and I was like, I'm just not going to submit anything, and I have no regrets. It was so good. I
now that I've broken the seal,
next year, but like it was good.
I may just leave it because I've done it now, so I'm like, okay. and I did it with the Gay Men in Religion, which is just so amazing that I'm like, well, I don't really know where to go. I just like peeked, and
it's so nice to be at panels that are friendly and warm and have good conversations. And
this panel was there was like a group of guys,
the most friendly panels I've ever been to,
in the front, and they were just like nodding.
Yeah.
And then at one stage, someone asked questions to like 3 of the people on the panel and not me. And one of the guys on the front row was just like, oh, and then he just asked me a question. It was just so nice. And you could tell it was like he was just asking because I didn't get asked by the other person. And I saw him like clutch his chest and go, oh.
I love that though.
It was the sweetest moment.
It's really nice.
I loved it. I loved it.
It's really nice to be at those kind of panels and to see how and not just because it's
supportive too.
yeah,
I mean,
it's not superficial sweetness. It's support, and it's
100%.
like a knowledge that we're all doing the same work, we're all in the same fight, like we're here supporting each other and just
And I
having
think
that
we've lost that some in academia. And at AAR, I
for
feel it a
sure.
lot when I go to some panels
Yeah.
that I'm supposed to go to that I'm like, oh, this is really kind of cutthroat and clicky. And then I go to some other panels that are like, maybe smaller, but also maybe with marginalized groups. And they're like, oh, no, you're doing great. Like,
Yeah.
we're here to support each other. And I'm
And
like,
it's a good
this isn't,
reminder, like
yeah.
not just that academia can be supportive and great, but also like it's a good reminder that we should like I'm going to go out and be more supportive
Oh, 100%. It's
having
very
witnessed
humbling.
it. Like you watch it and you're like, "Oh yeah, this is how I need to be. This is how I should behave as an academic. This is what I
Yeah.
need to be doing." Like it's just good to be surrounded by that kind of instead of being at the ones where people are just trying to one up the other or there's more, comments than questions and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And
And there's a lot of, we're not going to name and shame, but there's a lot of panel. We can tell you if you need help. We can give you
you buy us a drink and we will tell you all of the names.
we'll
But
tell you everything. But I will say that, yeah, it can be tough, especially if you're wanting to like prove yourself.
yeah,
Because it's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd.
it is a
And
tough crowd.
I would suggest going with a friend because since Christy and I have been going, and I went with my pal Kevin one year. My pal Kevin. You guys know Kevin.
You
He's
know Kevin, yes.
yeah. It's a game changer because you need someone to kind of like keep you in check
Yeah,
and also kind of hang out with you because
yeah.
it can be very lonely as well
It
if you
can
don't.
be, yeah. My best ARs have always been ARs that I've done with friends, with groups, having people
Yeah.
there. And like you always are going to meet up, like once you've been going enough, you're always going to meet up with old pals and old colleagues and stuff like that.
Yep.
But
Even if you don't want
like, but like to have someone there that you're there together, like, hey, we're going to stick this
to.
out together.
Buddy.
We're going to
Buddy.
not necessarily like go to everything together, but
No.
like,
Like Christy went to the hip hop and religion thing, and I'm VP for AR Southeast, so I had to go to a regional meeting,
yeah,
which she doesn't need to go to.
I
So
don't need
you
to go to.
no, so you don't need to go to the same thing. It's just
And I
that
went to a systematic one, and you didn't need to go to that, and I didn't need to go to that because
apparently
it
she
was a
didn't
hot
need to
mess.
go to that either. Yeah, and I met with my publisher for SCM. He's
Yeah,
great. And yeah, you don't have to have the same schedule, but it's just someone that you can kind of text and be like, "All right,
yeah,
you done? Let's."
yeah. Like, or what are we doing for lunch or whatever? Just,
Yeah.
I think it's good. You don't get kind of lost in the fray, and also like after your first couple AARs, especially, I think you realize like how to navigate. My very first AAR, the
This
first
is the American
panel.
Academy of Religion, in case we haven't
Oh
said
yeah. American Academy of Religion. It's a huge,
hopefully.
there's like 10,000 religion
I know
scholars.
exactly how many actually.
Oh,
I think it was
what?
6,100 or something
Oh,
like that.
really? Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
gotten so small. It used to be 10,000.
Don't quote me on that. I just heard the
Um,
number at the regional meeting. But
but the first panel I ever went to, I had no idea what I was doing. I had not, this was the one where I was gonna apply to PhD programs. And this is when I met Heather for the first time.
and when I walked away from her, guys, if
No,
you're
not that one. This was
never mind. I
this
didn't
was
walk
years
away from
before, but
I
um,
was there in spirit.
but it was in San Diego. And I kind of look at the schedule and it's an overwhelming schedule. There's so much going on. And I decided to go to this panel and I didn't understand it when I read it, but it was a panel about a specific book. Like they were all going to talk about this one book that had just come out. And so I go into the panel, I sit down, and this man in front of me turns around and he says, "What are you doing here?" And I
Oh,
immediately was like, am I not allowed to be here? Have I accidentally gone into a group that I'm not, because I'd never been to AAR before. I didn't know, like, are some of the panels off limits? Like you have to have special permission
clearance.
clearance, like it's just for like registered members of certain groups or something like that,
That
like I had
sucks.
no idea. Well, he just was being an ass, honestly. Like I had every right to be
What was
there.
the book? Was it
I
like
have
women
no
suck 101 or
I
something?
really think it was about Kierkegaard, and that is the
Oh,
only thing I know. So it was like the Kierkegaard group, and he was just like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "I just wanted to hear this panel." And he was like, "Have you read the book?" And again, I didn't know that it was about a specific book, so I was like, "No," because I don't know what book you're talking about. Also, I had not read it. Um, and
and that's okay
it was a
because
really, yeah, it was
they're
a
open
really
session.
weird kind of situation. And so again, what you realize is after a while, you're like, oh, like I have a right to be here, even if I don't know what's going on. And also, like, you also know what to avoid and like who to avoid and how to make
100%.
it a more pleasant experience for
And
yourself.
work for you. Make it work for
Yeah,
you.
make it work for you so that you're enjoying it, because that's what it's like. You should enjoy it. You shouldn't go because you have to, or
Yeah, this is like our life's work. It shouldn't be exclusionary. And if
yeah,
people are being like that, then find a new group
yeah,
because
find a new,
it
because
is
there are so many lovely academics out there who will help you through it, who will be kind to you. You know, it's thousands of
like your
people.
resident theological aunties.
Yes, like you find us, like Brian,
Yeah, you find
you
us
know,
and we'll take you drinking. Well,
yeah,
but if you don't drink, we'll take you coffee
we'll
and
take you to coffee. We are often sober, much like this
we are,
podcast does not reflect, but
it doesn't. But and maybe don't catch us at the Scottish reception.
don't catch us
Maybe
at the
not the
Scottish
best,
reception if you want sober us, but
but
we do it. But like
I did give a paper before that and was completely sober. So if you want to catch me then,
it's it's just good to find your group, to find support, and then you also get to find people who inspire you. You know, like
mm,
this is why I go to the hip hop sessions every year, is because it's inspirational. I don't write about hip hop. I don't know anything about hip hop
well, that's
beyond like,
untrue because last
well,
podcast you gave us a full on
I did
history.
give you a lesson about DJ Cool Herc, but uh like
We
I don't
got told.
I'm not like an expert, but those panels remind me why I do theology, you know, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
AR should be about
100%.
ultimately. So,
And friendships that don't, I
friendships,
mean,
yeah.
like you were meeting with your CCU colleagues. I
Yeah.
was meeting with people I worked with and friends from Charlotte and new friends who
And
listen
new
to the
friends.
podcast
Yep. And like
and
you make new
beer camp
friends.
people. I mean, yeah,
Beer
you do.
camp people. Yeah. I mean,
Like
it's
I knew Anne that I was talking about who works at Davidson up the road, and I saw her at the regional meeting, and she goes, "Are you giving a paper?" And then she came to my paper,
she gave me a
and
paper.
it's, I mean, that's it. Is it? It's if you, but you have to. It requires a little bit of discerning because there's a real sort of sometimes like a fame element to it. So you're
Yes.
wanting to like
There's a lot of people
get
looking at name
known. There's
tags
a
to
lot of people
see,
who are, yeah, you're
yeah,
wanting
like,
to
are you somewhere that I care about? And just don't be that person,
yeah, and
honestly.
don't participate in it. Like
Yeah,
I've
don't.
been to the Scottish reception where someone I was talking to who's a friend was just like looking over my head at other
Yeah.
people in the room. And I'm like, if that happens, then don't talk to that
Yeah.
person.
Just walk
Like
away.
just
And
walk
I would
away.
say this, you know, we're talking specifically about AR, but I know like people listening are not necessarily in this world. This is applicable to everything. Like
100%.
whatever your profession is, however you are moving about the world, like
You're important
find
enough and
find
find
the
people
group
who
that's,
respect that.
yeah, find the group that's supporting you, find the group that's inspiring you, and then be that for other people, and
Yes.
don't just try to climb the ladder, you
And
know.
lift people up and not and don't
Yeah.
cut them down, which has been my motto my whole
It's
academic
yeah, and
career. And
honestly, like lifting people up, because then people turn around and lift you up. Like,
100%. Like if I read your stuff, you're gonna read my stuff
yeah,
at this stage.
you
You
find,
know,
yeah, you find
and
people who are going to help you with stuff. Again, this is it's full circle, but this move, I was
karma
like,
is
oh yeah,
real.
you have to have community. You have to have people who are going to help you
We've come full
through
circle,
the thing. So
whether it is moving
whether it's
or
moving
theology
or theology or AR, or like you're going to, you know,
or
educational conferences and
or
whatever,
singing Strawberry
eating
Wine.
strawberry wine, watching football, find your people
Find your people.
and
And
lift
we will be your people
them.
in
We are
spirit.
your people.
Well, we are your people, yeah.
You've made it this far. We've been talking for a long time today.
We have. I was gonna say I was trying to bow it up or bow, put in a little bow,
Tie it up in a bow. Yeah.
tied up in a little bow. But yeah, I think
So,
that's a good ending. I like
yeah.
it.
Well, and we're gonna take a bit of a holiday break. So,
It's
because
that time. It's that 'tis the damn season.
tis the damn season. So, but we'll see you guys back in the new year.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to
I'm
Georgia.
good.
Christy's going to Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, yeah.
I was like, thank
I know, it's weird.
Arizona.
It's weird. Weird thing.
Not Colorado.
Not Colorado.
Which, based on Dateline, is a good decision. I just constantly send Christy these videos of me watching murder shows. And
Murder
it's
shows set in
always in
Colorado.
Colorado.
Also,
It's
and the
so
Love
weird.
Has Won documentary is in Colorado.
Yeah, in Crestone, which is also where that freaking disappeared or whatever, that girl from the drum circle. Guys, I mean, don't be a hippie in Colorado.
Don't
And
be
if you
hippie
do, don't join a cult, because it's not going to end well.
All right.
On
Well,
that note, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
In 2024.
See you in 2024.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
A debate. Whatever.
What?
Follow your heart. Follow
Sleeves
your heart.
you a lot.
That gin hit hard. All right. Peace. Bye.
Bye.